Welcome back, guys, to the most anticipated update in the FIFA mobile ever. The squad building challenges or the SBCs, they're here and they're here now. And there's the intro section where you get the beginner challenges, which is almost like tutorial. You can use your bronze players and your silver players to win these. Guys, remember, don't waste your higher overall players. Some of these ask for like 60 overall, 60 minimum overall. Then make a team of your silver players, guys. Don't waste your gold players for that. I did not. And you got advanced challenges where this way stats getting serious and completed 4 of those, and then you got advanced challenge 5 for elite, and you got the weekly challenges where you got this week you got the right mid under the SBC player and some of the other players as well, like Paul Pogba and SBC Master as well at 93 overall. Okay, so that is this Master. Okay, so here this is the requirements for getting that elite player. You need a 78 overall team, 11 players, 5 exact nations, and only 3 can be from the same nation, and 3 leagues. What you need to do is to use the filters. So I can have only 3 leagues, which means so I'll go with the bigger leagues like La Liga, then the Italian league and all, because that will be easier to do. In the 78 overall, I have a few of those. As Barca, maybe I'll trade in one of him. Or should I go with Montana? Okay, a few of Azlaga, maybe I'll just give him. Okay. When you do this, guys, you can see you would accidentally add your like master players and all, which is one thing you have to make sure you don't do, because well, these are master players, you don't want to lose these for squad building challenges. So guys, there's a team I built in. As you can see, I'm trading in 3 of those elites to get 1 elite, I know, but I don't really need Selke. His price dropped too much and we all have plenty of him. Since we need 5 exact nations, then 3 leagues, I chose the La Liga, English Premier League. Okay. La Liga, English Premier League, and this other league. I chose, of course, the Bundesliga, that's Serie A and all play. So I got 3 leagues. And players, I chose players from Germany, France, Spain, Italy. Okay, the nations are easy for us to get. England as well. So this is what I made, which is pretty easy if you already got the players in your reserve. If you don't, then I think at the moment the price is a bit high. And we have like 1 week at least, so we can even wait and do it slowly as well. But then again, we lose all the players we trade in for SBCs, so we can be sure like the prices should come down. The prices may never come down because anybody who trades in these players, they lose these players. Okay, that's nice, 250 coins. Okay, a goalkeeper from the Italian league, that's useful. And a goalkeeper. And here we go. That's a nice one. England player. And England, and okay, that I take that. Could be useful for the next set. The weekly ones. There's a big ones here, guys. You could get to the Hunter and Pogba and all. Guys, this is where it gets serious. Here we need all players exactly in their positions, which makes it a little more difficult. Need one Super League player, exactly one. So Super League player can only be one. And you need at least 3 Turkey players, at least 2 Calcio A players as well. The good thing I did was I was a Super League player now and a Turkish player as well. The good thing I did was to buy some of those Turkish players. I actually bought 3 of them before it came. When we saw Enter and the FIFA Mobile promos and the Foothead website and all, I went ahead and bought some Turkish players. Which is why I will have 3 of those Turkish players. This will be the hardest thing to get. So I got those done with those Calcio players, Super League player, Turkish players. Now I just need to get players in and get the minimum overall. Now I can remove the filter, which is a nation. I'll always trade in Selke because I got too many of him and it's not that useful to me anyway. We just have to train the players that we may not need. And we have to keep in mind what's their value and all. That's why I prefer to train players that we cannot sell, most probably. Be careful not to waste too many of high overall players. Do we have to trade him in? I trained him, he cannot be sold, so maybe. Depends on whom I got in the central attack midfield position. I don't have to trade in Jansen, it seems, or maybe I won't trade in Selke. Okay, so we got one more Superliga player accidentally, so I had to remove him. Not him. Not him either. Yes, he's a Super League player, so I cannot use him. I'll go back to Selke. So now, guys, it's very easy getting the enter. I can even train some of these players and it'll be even easier. So guys, I went and trained some of those players under and Kirin Tilly and all. That earlier it was 78 by 78 overall. Now it took it to 79 overall, which means I can remove this Selke. And I can replace him with someone else. Still a 78 overall team. We have the players set to their positions. And I managed to get that. Okay, can I get more players out? This I'm not sure, but at least I saved a couple of players while training, which is pretty useful for me. Again, I got the other elite as well out of the way. Now, this is what I'm talking about. I managed to get out all those elites, and now I'm trading in a squad full of goals only for that 82 overall special master card of special card. That this is what we have to do, guys. Don't waste your elites. Don't waste players that are worth some coins. Instead, we can just train some of those low gold players and all. When buying players, also remember this, guys. Don't go for like if it's a 75 requirement. If you go for the 75 player and paying too much, won't be that useful for us. Yes, there you go. We get that enter. Decent stats. The counter boost. That's a nice long shot, decent speed as well, and that's at 82 overall, which is pretty cool. Guys, this is the first one we got here. Every Sunday, new challenges are added, which means, but the first time around, these are lasting for like 11 days, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna do the Pogba now. Before that, this is my tutorial on how to claim that SBC under easily. Now, then my next video would be how to claim that Pogba. Bye bye guys, see you guys later.